seriously, I am really tired of these punk-ass people in Minnesota giving me tickets. Do you know how much drama I've had over parking tickets and stuff? It's been crazy. And so then I get stuck with a $108 ticket. I mean, what kind of person rides my ass about not having updated tabs? Only a stupid loser traffic cop in Minnesota who has nothing else better to do. I think that we should get rid of all of the traffic cops. And then what we should do is take all that money and those resources and hire people who actually make a difference in the world. I mean, really, going around and ticketing parked cars, what is that really doing for our society? Are parked cars really are parked cars truly a danger to society? I don't think so. It just pisses me off. It's not even about the $108. It's more about the whole power trip. I don't know. The whole department is a power trip, you know? Everybody's a power trip. The people who come out and give tickets. Like, for example, so I asked my neighbor to watch my car while I went to Atlanta, and then I went to Las Vegas. And he's like, okay, I'll do that. And, he's like, so then I told him, I said, my tabs are expired, but I've renewed online, but I'm just waiting for them to arrive. And he's like, oh, okay. And sure enough, I got 3 tickets in a row. And he's like, Adria. He's like, it's really weird you kept getting these tickets because your car was parked, it was sandwiched in between other cars. So he was like, they would have really had to look, So that meant that this traffic cop was taking the time to look at my car, look at my license, unless what I'm starting to think is, I'm just backing up here. I'm starting to suspect that traffic cops in Minnesota can somehow scan your license plate or those little tabs, and they can tell if they're expired because I'm parked in between 2 cars. But this also goes back to the whole thing where I think that there's some sort of conspiracy going on where the guy who does the beat in this area, he hates my car. Maybe he had a bad experience with BMWs. Maybe he lost a girlfriend to a guy who had a BMW. I don't know what it is, but he seems to pick on my car. Like, I never knew that there was a regulation that you could not park less than 5 feet from a driveway entrance. Right? And then all of a sudden, boom, I get hit with it 2 or 3 times in the same summer? What? Craziness, right? Then when you go down there and talk to the cops, hearing officers, wannabe cops, they want to be, I think all the hearing officers want to be traffic cops, and all the traffic cops want to be police officers. Anyway, they go down there, and they act like if they don't charge you for a ticket, that you're messing with their money. It's crazy! And so I go down there and I have 3, right? Each of them are $108 for this whole, you're not displaying, current tabs on your, and I'm thinking, oh, well, they're just going to waive them all. Because, last year, same thing, I, forgot to put on my, my tabs, right? And then so I went down there and they said, well, oh, okay, well, if you can show us you already got the tabs, then I'll waive the ticket. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I thought this time, not really a big deal, right? But, they go down there. She said, well, I can waive 2, but not all 3. Why not all 3? I've obviously shown you that I ordered the tabs ahead of time. I went out of state. I had my neighbor watching my car, and all of a sudden I get ticketed 3 times in a row. Crazy. Anyway, traffic cops suck. I think that we really should have less parking laws. I'm not saying the moving violations, that's another thing. But parking tickets? Give me a frigging break. It is the amount of manpower. They're like, oh, it generates money for the city. Think about the amount of money we have to spend on all those departments that sit there and push papers and go around trolling for cars that potentially are not compliant but are sitting still. Forget it. Till next time, embrace your inner nerd.